Hey guys, John Rettinger here with an unboxing for you that I'm actually pretty excited about. This one is the Garmin nüvifone G60, which will be available for AT&T come October 4th. It'll run you $299 with a 2-year contract after a $100 mail-in rebate. This is the first Garmin nüvifone that's been released in the US. For those of you that aren't familiar with Garmin, they traditionally have made standalone GPS units. So navigation and things like that. And this is the first time they've released a phone. So it's a full Garmin navigator with phone functionalities. Not even phone functionalities, smartphone functionalities. So you get email and you get internet. And I'm really curious to how this is going to actually work. I have not seen one of these, and I've actually been trying to stay away from any reviews on it. So I'm completely a fresh, clean slate. Let's dive right in and see what this sucker looks like. Using the obligatory big ol' knife here, I got my address covered up. Go ahead and hack into the box. Slicing a finger off. This is built on a proprietary Linux operating system that Garmin has built from Linux. Let's go ahead and open it up. Garmin nüvifone G60. We've got some PR information. Look at that a little bit later. You've got a picture of the device on the front. Makes use of a sort of 2 rows, 3 and 4 icons. We'll see that when we turn the phone on. 3G, obviously GPS, email, 3 megapixel camera, and internet. And this has all of the maps actually stored on the device, so it does not use data like Telenav does. So you can use this for GPS navigation even when you don't have a data signal. And if you have the device, you have access to the full navigation. Although if you want some extra navigation features, like traffic updates, white pages, weather, movie, local events, and fuel prices, you can get an extra pack from AT&T for $6 a month. But when you have a phone with the internet, if you have a data plan, you may want to see if that's worthwhile to you or not. I think they give you a 30-day free trial. So, some more information on the box, tells you what's inside. We'll see what's inside in just a minute. Another picture of the device, some more iconography, and that's about it. Let's dig in. I think I've got this upside down here. This one opens from the top. That's new for AT&T boxes. Generally open from the side. We'll go ahead and slice this open. This has never been opened. This actually hasn't even been released yet. It's still another 3 more days before it comes out. Picture the navigation on the side. And I'll be doing full demonstrations of how this works as a navigator, how it works as a phone, how it functions when you're using a navigator and you get a phone call, all that stuff. So stay tuned for the channel for all that information. So here's the nüvifone G60 Quick Start Guide. A little bit about it: GPS, email, text capable, 3 megapixel camera, internet browser, and Bluetooth technology. Navigate, all that stuff. So here's the phone itself. Go ahead and put this off to the side for a minute. We'll see what else you're going to get when you buy your nüvifone. You get, it's like a suction cup for a mount in car. That's nice that they include that. We've got a battery. Let's see if we can see of what size this is. It is a 1200 milliamp hour battery, so not the largest battery in the world, but we'll see how the operating system manages power. Got a US power adapter, probably slides right into the plug, I assume. Here is the car mount that suction cup hooked onto. That's actually really nice they included this. Really does make it actually a full standalone GPS, and it's got that little ball bearing that I assume plugs into an adapter on the phone. We've got a USB cable, which looks like it goes to mini USB, so that's nice. No proprietary format there. Here is the wall charger that US plug will slide into. Here's probably that adapter we were just talking about that that little ball joint will push into. Yep, so this hooks right onto the phone. And we've got some guide information with a disc in there of sorts. But that's not why you're all here. Let's check out the nüvifone. Get fast info wherever you are, weather, real-time traffic, gas prices, and more. Start 30-day free trial of premium connected services. Go ahead and tap one of those icons, pull off the plastic. It's a very satisfying noise. I'm not sure if this is a capacitive or resistive, although on first blush it feels like it's a resistive touchscreen. So let's take a look at the device and see what we got. So the main display here is 3.5 inches, actually a relatively large screen with a pixel size of 272 by 480, and it can show over 65,000 colors, and it is a resistive touchscreen. On the left side of the device, we've got really no physical buttons. There's a syncing port right there. There's your mini USB. On the left side of the device, also there's a lanyard slot. On the right side, we've got your volume rocker up and down, and there is a hard menu button. On the back, you've got your 3 megapixel camera, and it's got a sort of soft touch rubbery feel, and it lets you know you're using a Garmin nüvifone. It appears that the speaker is right there on the back. It does have a nice heft to it. It's not the thinnest of phone in the world, but it definitely feels solid. Let's compare it to another touchscreen phone that you guys are probably all familiar with. Here it is next to the iPhone 3GS. You can see that screen size of the iPhone is a little bit larger. Let's compare the thickness. The nüvifone is just a tad smaller and a little bit thicker. Let's pop off the back and see what we have. And the one thing I should mention, on the left side we've got your syncing and your charging ports. There's also a little hidden door there for expandable memory. That's a very nice feature. You don't have to remove the back cover or battery to get to that. I'm always happy when phone manufacturers make it easily accessible. And you also have a headset jack on top, which appears to be 2.5 millimeters. So the back's been popped off, the SIM card goes right in there, and we'll pop the battery in and we'll do a first boot up and see what this looks like. I love saying we when it's just me here. Go ahead and pop that back on. And one point of note that I should mention, this car adapter that'll hook up to your driver's side window or your dash, wherever you want to put it, it's also going to charge the device as well, which is quite nice. Makes use of that mini USB port on the back, and it plugs right into the side. And when it sits, it actually sits landscape, so it actually does look just like a real dedicated GPS navigator. So let's power this sucker on and see what we got. Got a little buzz to let me know it worked. Your obligatory AT&T logo. It's a world phone, so it is of course quad band and certainly 3G. And while that's continuing the process, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's got 4 gigabytes of built-in memory. It's built off of Linux. It's got 128 megabytes of RAM. The expansion port that I just showed you is micro SD, which is quite nice. I assume that this boot up is only the first time. It's got a predictive test. It's got a WAP 2.0 full HTML capable browser. It's got Wi-Fi BNG, which is quite nice. It can record video. It's got an autofocus camera with a digital zoom and geotagging. The SIM card is missing. The device is unable to use with AT&T. Insert a SIM card and hit OK. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit OK. So I'm going to pop in a SIM card and we'll see what this thing looks like. So we've got the SIM card in, and it is indeed going through that same boot up period when you put the phone in. I assume it's trying to locate satellites, but every time you turn on the phone you are going to have to just wait a minute for that to process. Let's go back and talk more about the specs. It's got Bluetooth 2.0 with stereo Bluetooth. The headset jack is indeed 2.5 millimeters. It's got alarm, calendaring, to-do lists, and notes. It can do IMAP, POP3, SMTP emails, and of course it has GPS. So those are all the major features of the Garmin nüvifone G60. Let's see what the operating system looks like very quickly. And like I mentioned, stay tuned to the channel for a full walkthrough of the OS, a demonstration of how it works as a GPS and how it handles calls when you're using it as a GPS. So here we are. We are located in the United States. Hit OK. America, hit OK. License agreements. I'll accept all of them. Warning, looks like the battery is about to die here. Location-based disclaimer. Yes. I'll just hit OK. And here we are finally on the home screen. And you saw that those row of icons just moved, which I actually didn't know about, so that's letting you know that that's how you can navigate through. The resistive touchscreen does feel very responsive. It's going quite quickly as I slide my finger over it, and it almost has a capacitive feel, but you can definitely notice a little bit of squishiness. So that's just a unboxing of the Garmin Asus nüvifone. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more exclusive content. And if you want to learn more about me or get a sneak peek at videos that are coming up, check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/John4Lakers. And to learn more about TechnoBuffalo, check out technobuffalo.com. All links to this business will be in the sidebar. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.